Hey guys, it's Maya, and as you've seen, I'm gonna show you a quick routine for on-the-go makeup, and I'm only gonna use 6 items. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and get started. So first I start off with a foundation. A lot of people use primer and base and all that. I don't. I just go straight in and I apply the foundation to the makeup brush, and I don't use a lot. I just kind of cover up the blemishes that I do have under my eyes, and I do focus this around the middle portion of my face, and I also focus it around my eyebrows. I'm gonna be looking down at my mirror. This foundation doesn't exactly match, but I make sure to get my eyelid, under my eyes, and around my eyebrows so that whenever I draw my eyebrows on, it's a smooth transition. Oh, and the corners of my lips. A little bit more for this eyebrow. Cover that up, because when your hairs on your eyebrows start to grow back, it does get annoyingly ugly. So today I'm getting ready for my friend's grandma's birthday. And I finally got my hair done, so at this point I want to do my makeup to look even more decent. So once you got a decent coat of makeup on, I'm done with my foundation at this point, unless I need it again to fix any part of my eyebrows. So as we talk about eyebrows, I usually go ahead and go in at this point for eyebrows, and I don't do my eyebrows very heavy. So I usually shade lightly at the beginning, and then whenever I get to the side, I do color a little harder to give that natural effect, and I usually just draw a thin line like that for the end. Again, very lightly. And then as soon as I get to the point where my natural brows are, I stop, so that way they're not that thick. And I continue to fill in a little harder at this end. Again, very lightly, like barely touch your eyebrow at that point. And then I go on to the next one. Let me see. And yes, this usually is a quick tutorial. So I'm going to do the same again, color very lightly and then a little bit harder and only one line for the edges, the ends of your eyebrows. Again, very lightly. It's just like coloring whenever you were younger. You color dark on the outlines, and then whenever you get to the middle, or in this case, whenever you get to the front, you color lightly. I usually have something to fade it out with, but since I don't, I think I'm just gonna go in lightly with this. I keep bringing my hair down because I'm used to it being down and not pulled behind. Okay, and so then I'm gonna go in with some natural eyeshadow. So usually I start off with like either like a deep purple or a this is the Kylie and Jordan eyeshadow, and so right now I'm going in with Sister. And it's just like a little coat of color. It's nothing too crazy, so I just bring it towards the middle, a little bit on the outside. I'm going back in with Sister. I'm gonna do the crease. And then down to the lid. I don't focus on the entire lid, being that I'm gonna put eyelashes on. But this just kind of gives you a, oh, I did something to myself today look, in my opinion. And then I'm gonna go in with Wild Love, which is, oh, hold on, I lost my train of thought. Interesting. It's right here. I'm crazy. I got turned around. And then at that point, I'm gonna focus on the lid a little more, closer to the lid. The eyelash line is what I mean, closer to that. And then I'm gonna do the same thing for the other lid. That's all we're doing. We're going back in with Sister. And then again with the Wild Love, closer to the eyelash line. And then Sister to the other eye because it came out heavier on the second one. And then filling in the patchiness. And I'm no professional, did I mention? This isn't gonna be my life, my career. So this is just something quick to the point that I do whenever I have class or family dinners to go to. If that wasn't a surprise to anyone. Let's see. So now that we got that finished, I usually do a layer of eyeliner. Pretty thin. I guess I can let you guys get a little closer so you can see how beautiful this is. And when I wear eyelashes, I like to draw a pretty long wing. And then one thing that I have noticed, everything looks better with eyelashes. So everything will tie in the end. And if you're struggling with eyeliner, I would literally either continue to do it until I'm good at it, or I will watch someone and just copy them, literally copy them, and it usually comes out decent until you get used to it. I need to hold my eyelid and look at the same time, so I use the camera real quick. Okay, so that's usually about how I do my eyeliner, because we will be putting on lashes, and like I say, lashes make everything look better. They fix it all. They fix it all. Let me make sure my eyeshadow is decent. Notice I don't say good for a reason, guys. Just bear with me. And I also have Kylie and Jordan's, I have their highlighter, and it's gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. I'll be using it in a minute. And so now I will start with the lashes. And I will do that close up because I know a lot of people have issues with it. Like, for instance, my best friend, she's like, oh, I wish I knew how to do that. I'm like, girl, it's not that hard, because I'm more so of a tomboy, honestly. I don't like dress up or wear makeup often. Although I'm trying to like get in touch with my feminine side. So in this case, I say all that to say, like, this isn't hard because I'm a tomboy and I can do it. And if you do your makeup every day, then I'm pretty sure you can get the hang of it. I'm pretty sure you can do it. So don't be scared. So right now I'm just applying glue to the very tip of the eyelash threading, like the very tip of it. And I'm using the Duo from Walmart, and I literally just let them dry. And the lashes, people spend like $10 on lashes, and I'm not about to do that. So these are $1.50 at the beauty supply store. That's usually anywhere you go, they're usually $1 or $1.50, and this is all I use. And honestly, it looks fine. It looks just fine, because if it didn't, then I wouldn't get as many compliments on my lashes, you know what I mean? So I'm gonna put the little mirror down, and I'm just gonna fan this. And I got my big mirror that I'm gonna use. I'm gonna move you guys so you can see. I got my big mirror so that you guys can see exactly where I place this. Again, let it dry. It'll be easier. And then I usually apply a second coat after it's a little bit dry. And so I apply another thin layer, let that dry. And so if you hold up the eyelashes, whichever lash you take off is the lash that you're going to, is the eye that you're going to put the eyelash on. So some people use tweezers and all that. You don't need all that. I'm not saying that it doesn't help some people, but you definitely don't need it. And I have not used that, like, honestly, ever. And so I let that dry a little bit. And so I just honestly guesstimate and I lay it. And then I go in a second time, close my eyelid like this, I hold it like this, and then I place it exactly where I want it. And I have like not rough hands, well, I do have rough hands, but that's not what I mean. I do have heavy hands, so at that point, if you guys are worried about that, then don't. It's not like my hands are super small. Then I go in and I kind of smush it. That usually never happens, but that's fine. Just place it back. So it wasn't dry all the way, so I'll place it back exactly where I want it, and then I'll fan it. Get some of that fallout off. Then I just go in and darken that line in case some of my eyeshadow has gotten on it. And so that's one eyelash. And then usually I do some mascara on there as well, so I'm gonna go grab that. Wait, guys, wait, I'm coming back. Okay, so yes, I went to go grab the mascara. because whenever you put on eyeshadow, it gets in your eyelash, and I usually blink this in. And I do, guys, I really do get a lot of compliments on my eyelashes, and they think that they are individuals, and that I got them professionally done. And I'm like, this literally cost me $1.50. No, not at all. And you can use any mascara you have. And I'm gonna go on to the next one now. Again, whichever one you take off whenever you're holding it away from you is the one you're gonna put on the side. You're gonna put it on. Again, just apply it to the very tip of the threading. Let this dry a little bit. And then go in with the second layer. Then let that dry. Wipe off any glue on your fingers, because you don't want your eyelash to stick to your hand and not your eye. That is so annoying when it decides to stick on your hand versus your eyelid. Okay, so I'm gonna go in again. I like grab here and pull my eye, and then I kind of guesstimate where I want it. You don't want it too far in the front or too far in the back. You want it exactly. And I prefer mine further in the back than in the front, because it looks fuller, like on the outside. This may, no, it's fine. I was gonna say it may be too far back, but it's fine for me. Again, I'm gonna grab it right here, pull it, and then I maybe could have waited till it was a little more dry, but it'll be okay. You can either fan it or like put your lip to where the air will go and dry it. It doesn't take much. And then I'm gonna go in and press it again. Like, they make utensils to press your eyelashes and stuff. It's like, you can use your hand. I mean, unless you have the money to buy one, but it's not necessary. And then you do this to blend it in. Also, I do this to make it thicker sometimes, to make them stand out a little more, or in case one is like down a little bit, I use this to fluff them out a little bit and make them match. What I tell you guys, eyelashes make everything better. They make everything better. Your day better, your appearance better. It just makes everything better. And so honestly, I'm done. I think I'm gonna go get the little utensil to blend out my eyelashes, or I'm gonna use this edge control brush, because honestly, it's just a little bit of blending that you have to do, and just bring it forward. And then I'll do the same thing to this one. It's all hair, it's fine. It's fine, and I don't break out easily, so. And then I'm gonna brush my eyebrows. You have to improvise sometimes. And that is how I do my makeup. If you want to add a little highlighter, you can. So she has No New Friends, Inspirable, Best Life, and Together Forever. I'll use Inspirable because I am inspired to do my makeup today, which is rare. So I just put it on my cheeks a little bit. I'll use the other side to kind of, oh, that's kind of adding it. And then a little bit on my chin and a little on my forehead. And sometimes, not all the time, I go in and put some of the same color under my eyebrows. To make everything kind of blend together. Especially when you don't use concealer on your eyebrows. So now I'm gonna put my makeup away and I'm gonna do my hair real quick. So I use an edge control brush and a little bit of the edge wax. Excuse me. And so I put some like here. I've always had a big forehead, so I don't care, but I do try to bring my edges forward a little bit so that it doesn't look as big. I need to try what Let's Do Makeup does and freaking color my hairline in with black, but I think it'd be too noticeable for me. I think I'm gonna bring some down today. And then I'll do the same thing. To the other side. And the third one. And then when I'm done with that, I just get my comb and comb it, start there, and then we're gonna straighten it a little bit. Since it's mostly straight, I'm gonna use big chunks and turn on my flat irons. And I usually flat iron towards my face. And I make sure my ends are done so that it blends in with the hair. Again, big chunks because it's not that serious, honestly, ever. Because, like I said, I'm not that big on the small things. And then the next side. Again, like towards my face. You should probably come out your hair before you straighten it, but like I say, it's fine. Everything's fine. I go on one more time on the part that's my hair, and I make sure the bottom is bone straight. And then in 30 minutes, you have a cute little quick routine all done, and you look like you've done something with yourself for the day. Bye, guys.